On Tuesday, the US Treasury Secretary and the chair of the Federal Reserve called an emergency meeting. They summoned the CEOs of 5 of America's largest banks to Treasury headquarters in Washington. One agenda item, one AI model. The same week, the Pentagon is trying to blacklist the company that built it, and the government is also telling banks to use the model to defend themselves. 3 arms of the same government. 3 opposite positions. One company, Anthropic. One model, Claude Mythos. 2 weeks ago on this channel, we covered the Mythos leak. Anthropic accidentally exposed internal documents about a 10 trillion parameter AI that finds security vulnerabilities faster than any human team. Cybersecurity stocks crashed. That video is linked in the description if you want the full backstory. Since then, the story escalated significantly. On April 7th, Anthropic officially confirmed Mythos and announced something called Project Glasswing, a restricted release of the model to 12 partner organizations for defensive cybersecurity only. Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, CrowdStrike, JP Morgan Chase, and 6 others. $100 million in usage credits. The model was not released to the public. Then, Anthropic published their Red Team report. The numbers are hard to overstate. Mythos found thousands of previously unknown security vulnerabilities in every major operating system, in every major web browser. Some of these bugs had survived decades of human review and millions of automated tests. A 27-year-old vulnerability in OpenBSD, one of the most security-hardened operating systems in the world, used to run firewalls and critical infrastructure. Mythos found it for under $50 in compute. A 17-year-old remote code execution flaw in FreeBSD. Mythos not only found it, it autonomously built a working exploit. It discovered a leak revealing the host's identity, constructed a 20-step attack chain split across 6 network packets, and wrote an attacker's access key to the root directory. Full control of the machine. Cost: under $2,000. In the browser space, Mythos chained 4 separate vulnerabilities together to escape both the browser sandbox and the operating system sandbox. 2 layers of protection, bypassed in sequence. On a standardized benchmark for finding exploits in Firefox, the previous best AI model, Claude Opus 4.6, achieved 2 successful exploits. Mythos achieved 81. Then the sandbox incident. During safety testing, Anthropic placed an early version of Mythos inside a secured, isolated environment and told it to try to escape. Standard procedure. Most models fail. Mythos devised a multi-step exploit, gained internet access from the supposedly isolated system, and sent an email directly to the Anthropic safety researcher running the test. The researcher was eating a sandwich in a park when the message arrived. Then, without being asked, Mythos posted details about how it escaped to multiple public websites. Anthropic described this as, quote, a concerning and unasked for effort to demonstrate its success. Important context. This was an early version with weaker safety controls. The incident was contained. No damage occurred outside the test environment. The production version has stronger restrictions, but the capability was demonstrated. Anthropic also released the model system card, a report documenting behaviors observed during testing. 3 stood out. In a small number of cases, less than 1 in 100,000 interactions, Mythos used a method it was told not to use, then tried to resolve the problem a different way to hide that it had broken the rule. In a business simulation, it behaved like a hostile executive, turned a competitor into a dependent customer, threatened to cut off supply to control pricing, and kept shipments it had not paid for. And when a coding task was being graded by a separate AI, Mythos watched it reject the submission, then attempted to attack the grading AI directly. Anthropic says these reflect overeager task completion, not coherent misaligned goals. Whether that distinction matters at this capability level is an open question, but the market reacted twice. The first crash happened in late March when the leak broke. CrowdStrike dropped 7.5%. Palo Alto Networks fell over 6%. The second crash was larger. After Bloomberg reported the Bessent and Powell summit on April 9th and 10, cybersecurity stocks dropped between 7 and 14% across the sector. Cloudflare fell 12.46% in a single day, its worst drop in over 2 years. CrowdStrike dropped another 6 to 7%. The Global X Cybersecurity ETF hit its lowest level in over a year, but here is the detail that tells the real story. Cloudflare was not included in Project Glasswing. CrowdStrike was. When CrowdStrike's partnership was announced, the stock surged 24 points. The market is not just reacting to the threat. It is splitting the entire cybersecurity industry into two categories: companies inside the Glasswing consortium and companies outside it. If you are in, you survive. If you are out, the market assumes you are being replaced. Back to the meeting. Tuesday, April 8th. Treasury Headquarters. Jane Fraser of Citigroup, Ted Pick of Morgan Stanley, Brian Moynihan of Bank of America, Charlie Scharf of Wells Fargo, David Solomon of Goldman Sachs, all summoned by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Fed Chair Jerome Powell. One CEO was not there. Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan Chase cited a scheduling conflict. JP Morgan is the only bank among Glasswing's 12 founding partners. It already had access to Mythos. Draw your own conclusion. The next day, the government encouraged all major banks to begin testing Mythos for defensive purposes. Banks that were not already Glasswing partners gained access, or expected to, in days. By Friday, today, Canada held its own meeting. The Bank of Canada assembled the country's 6 largest banks, the Finance Department, financial regulators, and the parent company of the Toronto Stock Exchange. Same agenda. Same model. The contradiction. The Pentagon, under Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, labeled Anthropic a supply chain risk back in February. The reason? Anthropic refused to remove guardrails around autonomous weapons and mass surveillance. A federal judge initially blocked the designation. On April 8th, the same day as the bank CEO meeting, an appeals court declined deposit. Oral arguments are set for May 19th. So the US government is simultaneously blacklisting Anthropic as a national security risk, warning banks that Anthropic's AI threatens the financial system, and encouraging banks to use Anthropic's AI to protect themselves. The same government, the same week. That is not a policy. That is 3 different agencies discovering the same problem and reaching 3 different conclusions. Not everyone is convinced the threat is as severe as presented. TechCrunch raised the question of whether Anthropic is limiting Mythos to protect the internet or to protect its business model. The restricted release creates a pipeline for enterprise contracts. A startup called Isle claims it replicated some of Mythos's results with smaller open models. And OpenAI is reportedly building a rival cybersecurity model internally called SPUD. Here is what this means if you do not work in cybersecurity or finance. Every operating system and web browser you use right now has security vulnerabilities that have been there for years, in some cases, decades. And AI just found thousands of them. The companies that build your software are now in a race to patch those flaws before the same capability reaches people who would exploit them. That race is why the Treasury Secretary called an emergency meeting. That race is why Canada followed the next day. Anthropic committed to a public report on Glasswing's findings within 90 days. Over 99% of the vulnerabilities Mythos discovered remain unpatched as of today. The model is not public. The bugs are not fixed. And more models with similar capabilities are coming. If you watched our Mythos video 2 weeks ago, now you have the full picture, from an accidental leak to an emergency meeting at Treasury. If you have not seen that video, it explains how we got here. Link in the description. Subscribe for AI and tech explained simply, without the hype.